What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because we're going to be jumping into a couple of games, 3 games, I think, with Cultist. Okay, Cultist just got reworked in the last update. It's definitely gotten a buff, a boost. I played against it on the ladder. It seems super strong. We got a level 11, and we're going to be showing it off today. So, guys, grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again, fellas. We're going to be jumping right into a, I guess not, I was going to say new and improved Cultist deck. It's kind of just the age-old Cultist deck, but since the update, right? So Cultist got a buff. I have not played it. I don't think I've played it once. I've played against it a few times. I've seen the strength of it a few times when going up against it while using my Inquisitor. I've lost to it. I've won against it. So I want to see for myself where is that, okay? So remember, we've got a level 11 Cultist, which I'm actually pretty happy about. And if we get one more Cultist card, we'll be able to get it to level 12, which I probably will do pretty soon. And then I might even use a book on it, if not a couple of books, to get it to level 13, because that's when you get the actual next talent, which I think would be pretty solid. So for starters, we're going to be rocking with the talent Harbinger. I always say Harbinger, but we keep hearing in the comments it's not Harbinger of Evil. Okay, that's the damage one. The other one on the right side is kind of like the lion. You send Harbinger of the Abyss, which sends monsters to the other side of your opponent's map, and also decreases the rank of units on the far side, which actually would be really, really good in this matchup. But against some other cards like Inquiz and Tesla and things, it wouldn't matter all that much. And then we've also got Cleansing Sacrifice. When a sacrifice is activated, every destroyed cultist cleanses 3 random cultists, which I think is super, super important. I'm a firm believer at this point that any card that's going to be meta and one of the best decks is going to have to have some sort of a cleansing effect. I think that's really, really important. But we're just going to do this. And honestly, we're going to really try and focus in on getting just a max number of cleansing. Because you really want to get to 20. That's when you actually see the Harbinger. I still can't pronounce it for some reason, but that's when you get to the added bonus. We should be able to take that out no problem. We've still got Pretzel in here, guys. I'm waiting for the day that somebody says Pretzel is dead and something else is better. I haven't been informed as of yet. The Royale community hasn't told me if that's the case yet, but I'm really interested to see when that's going to happen because Pretzel got nerfed again, and it was the radius effect. So it went from, what did it go from, 35% to 20% or something like that. It was a pretty substantial nerf, and yet it seems like everybody is still sold on using Pretzel, which, hey, don't get me wrong. Pretzel is such a good card. It's still one of the best slow cards. It's still one of the best support cards. I absolutely agree with all of that. It's just that it just got a nerf, so you would think that a different card would be taking over its place. But realistically, there's not. I've played a little bit with let's see, what the heck do I want to do here? I'm just going to do this. I'm going to move this guy over to start a second T. Oh, I made a mistake there, actually. I moved a cultist that I didn't want to move. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, so at least we have this. And I'm going to do this also. It's not going to get us any more to a stack, but at least we can start working on our second T, which I think is solid. We can do this as well. And I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I've played Bombardier a little bit. Not really thrilled with it. I've played Frost. Not really thrilled with it. It's still the only card, Pretzel, that does a significant amount of slow and also adds to your damage, breaks the armor of the monster so that your damage is increased. It's like the only card that actually does that. So I feel like it's definitely worthwhile. I'm just going to do that to kind of protect. We should be able to take it out. Sweet. I was thinking about just leveling this guy up and just having a Pretzel kind of get going. I would like to try this deck with Alchemist. I haven't yet. Let me know in the comments if you think that would make sense. But guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Like the video, and also use code BEACH if making any in-game purchases. Okay, you go to My Games, use my code. It's totally free. And, yeah, you'll enjoy it. Okay, let's just do this. That's a really... Actually, you know what? Let's fight for a couple of Dryads here, because I think that's going to be more worthwhile. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I think this Demon Hunter guy is pretty much down and out already, but that's all right. I'm just going to go up here. I'm going to go here and here and here. We're at 16. Just have this guy not lose... before I'm able to get to 20 stacks, because then I would just be kind of sad. So we're just going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to move this guy. Eventually, no, okay, we're going to start with that. That should get us to most of the stacks. We're going to go here. He ended up disconnecting. Hit him with a good game. A little bit of an unfair matchup, to say the least. We got over 1,000 crit on him. Checking out his equipment right there. He's actually got some solid epic equipment, so not too shabby right there. And because I like jumping into the game right away after my intro, we're not able to show off our equipment until the end of the game. I obviously can tell you guys, but if you guys made it to this far in the video, this is pretty much my equipment every single time. I'm absolutely going to make a video on me changing my equipment when I actually have something to change. So I'm going to be leveling this guy up periodically. As soon as I get more shards, I pretty much just throw them right into the mage robes. For the Amulet of Magic, it's just forest and dark. It's dark. It works out for my cultists. I'm not really too worried about it. For my sturdy staff, I've got 3 different epic weapons that I use. It's this sturdy staff that has magic and dark. I have another sturdy staff that's Kingdom of Light and I think Techno. I use that for my Inquis decks if I'm going for more mana. And then the only other one is a spear. If I like to go for attack speed, I go for the spear. It's not Kingdom of Light. I think it's Forest Faction and something else. But none of those really change. None of my equipment really changes. And as soon as I get, a Kingdom of Light spear, or decide that sturdy staff, Kingdom of Light plus Dark Domain is good enough, and I start leveling them up, that's when I will change that. But that's one win in the books, fellas. Let's jump into a second game to cap this video off and really try and see the strength of Cultist, because Pretzel in this deck really didn't do a whole lot. But let's jump into a game and see how we do. And back in we go. Once again, we're going up, or I shouldn't say once again, we're going up against a mirror matchup. Same exact deck, except he's got Scrapper in there, and we have Pretzel in here, which I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about Pretzel in this game. We talked a little about it in the last game, but I want to talk more about it, okay? Even though we already talked a lot about it. What else could go in here? Should I try Alchemist? I think I made... When the new update came out, I think I made my first 4 videos. 3 of them were about Alchemist. So I feel like you guys might be kind of sick of Alchemist at this point, even though it's just kind of gotten entered into the meta. The only thing that I'm worried about, and maybe I can read more up on what the different talents are, because I think typically I went for damage talents on my Alchemist. Are there talents to where it's buffing your board rather than trying to do damage? Because I don't really need Alchemist. Oh gosh, this guy's having all sorts of trouble. Come on, find a Cultist, please. I don't want you to brick. That's not helpful to anything. I don't even know what he could try and do. Oh my gosh, these opponents are crazy. We're just gonna go through that. We're gonna jump into another game here. Get off my screen, ad, and let's see if we can find an actual game. All right, one more try here, and we're going up against a level 13 Monk. In between that break, I actually took a little bit of time and just looked at what Alchemist would look like if I tried to use it as a buff unit. So the left side first talent, actually, every time it gets an elixir, it boosts the attack speed of units. That could definitely be worthwhile for Cultists. Increased attack speed, always good. The Golem, which I have not played with at all, it kind of works as a trainer on your board. It blocks them, it does damage, it traps them. It's like a trap card, right? But then once it dies, it actually goes to the other, to your opponent's board, where it acts as kind of a demonologist, similar to the Hanalumus or whatever the heck it is. I wish I had it in front of me. All right, this guy can't brick too. This guy bricks. I don't even. Okay. He found a rank 3. Okay, he's alive. But he's ranking it up like a million times. Okay. He should be fine. Let's just start going here. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. And I think this is going to be a terrific start. So we're just going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to go down here as soon as we get a chance. And I think we can go from there. But yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything specific that you guys would like to see in the next few days. And we can definitely try it out. I just feel like this deck has been around for a while. And it's a new meta. It's a new day. It's a new age. I'm going to burst into songs. I feel like there's a different best deck with Cultist. If it has Alchemist in it, dude, I would absolutely love it. But you tell me what you think. All right, so let's just do a bunch of these guys. We're going to do that. We're going to come down here. I'm going to go, we can do that and that. And one more. We should have no problem against Puppeteer. We got a bunch of Dryads. Remember, we're also using the Power Dryad. I don't think I specifically said that, but you can use your eyes, and there it is. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to take that out very, very quickly. We got a Cultist up here as well. I'm just going to do this. If that turn, I like kind of combining into those little corners, and this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, because whatever they turn into, it's kind of good. It doesn't really matter to me. So if we get a bunch of Portal Keepers, I'm just going to merge out, or a bunch of Pretzels, I'm just going to merge out and see what we can find. So I'm going to move here. I'm going to move a Pretzel in. Let's just level up a Pretzel here. I just got to feel bad. The Pretzel hasn't gotten any love at all this entire game. So I don't know. I feel like there's something else that could be worthwhile. I also feel, though, that, running an Alchemist or running something, you're focusing on something totally different now. I want to copy out my Cultists to build my stacks, but if I got Alchemist in there, you're going to be much more focused on building Alchemists rather than Cultists, which is obviously not what you want to do, and then you're kind of split in what your idea is, and instead of having the best of both worlds, you only have half of that world both ways, and it might not work out. But you never know. It might not. Okay, let's just do this. We can do that. We can do that. We got 8 right there, which is fine. I'm just going to merge that out here. I feel like we should probably start working on a second T eventually, but I don't really know where I want to go. So let's, we need one more drag. Gorgon is absolutely fine. This dude's working hard. The nice thing about playing Cultist, okay, we're just going to do this, and we're going to do that. And I want to move this guy up just to start the second T. Is no matter what they're playing, if they're running, if they're running like Shaman and, Robot or something, I can't cleanse every single time Robot comes down and stuns me. Maybe I can cleanse every time Witch comes down, or maybe I can cleanse every time Shaman comes down. But if we're going up against Sword, any amount of stacks that they get on my board realistically doesn't matter at all. It really, really doesn't matter at all, because we're going to get those gone eventually, right? They're going to go away eventually. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so we're going to do... We've got some options here. I want to go for a second T. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm just going to do this because I don't really have a perfect answer. A couple more Dryads is good. I'm going to go... Okay, we can do this and that. And I can move that guy over, and that'll give us our second T. So I think that'll be pretty worthwhile. And maybe I'll start focusing a little bit more on my my Pretzel this game. Just get it up to like a rank 3 or something. But for now, that'll work. Okay, let's just do this because we just talked about it. We don't have any extra Cultists at the moment. And let's just take a peek at this guy's crit, because I have a sneaking suspicion, or not crit, but sneaking suspicion that his equipment is pretty good. So level 8 Legendary Bow, level 10 Mage Robes. Yeah, Amulet of Growth, pretty sweet. Amulet of Growth may be what I go for next, to be honest. Okay, we did a little thing right there. That was fine. I'm going to do that because he's on a square. We're going to do that. That'll get us an extra. We're still working towards 20, remember, because if you look here, Cultist receives souls when merging and making a sacrifice. Each soul increases Cultist damage by 2% when the number of souls reaches 20. A Cultist and demon form transforms into a Harbinger, which increases their attack speed by 15%. So it could be pretty sick to have an increase in attack speed both by your alchemist, by also your... Let's do... I guess we'll do this. Yeah, I guess we'll just hang out with that. Okay. But also from your Harbinger. So you've got like double the increased attack speed. You could also rock Spear in that situation, which should be solid. 2 rank 3 pretzels in the corners, not the end of the world. It's going to be slower for us to build stacks, but I'd rather them than be somewhere over here because then you just kind of have trouble. We've got 2 portal keepers, which are kind of in a weird spot, but again, not the end of the world. I'm just going to do that. We took that out very quickly. I'm going to have to do this. We're going to have to do that. Another cultist. Okay. We haven't gotten to like any stacks though. This is turning into a little bit of an issue here. There's a cultist. Beautiful. Give me another one. We need a Harbinger. We're at 15. If we get another one here, okay, we're going to just do one here. We're going to do another one right there. But we're already falling off, as you can see. Slow build. There's our pretzel maxed out. And Assassin coming in next could be really interesting. At 16, we may have to do this like one at a time, which is just going to be kind of sad to watch. His board is almost entirely monks, except for... I'll just do this. Give me a... Oh, man. Except for one Dryad, which is pretty funny. I'm going to hit my gadget once I see a mini boss or a pretzel or something. There we go. Okay, we can do that. Okay, we're at 18. We could do 2 more stacks. I think we'll take out Assassin before it hits anything. Still doing pretty good damage. And again, as soon as we make it to that spot, we're going to be all set. And I might even combine this out and see if I can find something right here. We're at 18, about to be 19. And then depending on what we get next, we'll see. Okay, boom. So that's going to be our 20 in just a second. We already are taking the lead a little bit. He's spamming a lot, changing his board a lot, which he probably had to do if I had to, if I had to guess, he kind of had to do that. Otherwise, he'd fall off a lot. But right there, that's going to change the form. A massive boost to everybody right there. And as of right now, I have no reason to make this risk. I feel like the 2 rank 3 pretzels are doing some pretty good work, so I don't want to get rid of those. If we were in trouble and losing, then maybe I would get rid of those and see what I can do. But as of right now, it just doesn't matter. I'm going to keep working on those. I'm going to come over here. Let's do this. And let's do that. Oh, it could have been so cool. It could have been so cool. I'll just do this. Gorgon's not going to be too big of a deal. I'm going to hit my gadget. Assassin, however, could be a big deal. Because we lost a T right there. Oh, no. Oh, we lost 2 Ts. Okay, we're going to have to do that. Okay, we survived. We made it out. We're going to do another cleanse. We got another pretzel. 2 Ts. We're missing right here. We could absolutely do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, baby, please. Ah. Oh, it's so sad. I'm going to just copy a pretzel right there because I'd rather have a little bit of slow, but we risk it. If that turned into a rank 5 cultist or a Harlequin, that could have been something super, super cool, but it didn't end up happening, and it honestly might be a GG simply because of that. He's still having a hard time. He hasn't leveled up his monk yet, or activated it, I should say, because it's not really a level up. It's just kind of an activation. Gorgon and Grandmaster is next. Could be very, very interesting for either one of us. My cleanse, even if I hit it, doesn't do anything. This is a nail-biter. This is exactly what we wanted from the get-go of a game. Level 11 Cultist versus a level... Let's see what this lion hit. Versus a level 13 Monk. Monk just got nerfed. I'm going to do that. Which we will protect, but... Okay, we can just do this. We can do that. We can hit our gadget. Okay, it's going to protect that guy, which is pretty solid. Okay. We can level up one of these pretzels, maybe. Gorgon to go through. We might go through Gorgon. We can do that. Can we cleanse the... Oh! That is sweet. That is really cool. We cleanse the Gorgon. Wow. Okay. So we can do... Why don't we do this? This, it kind of helps, maybe. I'm going to hit my gadget right here to slow everybody down. Another pretzel is definitely a good thing. Another pretzel there. We're cleansing our everything. We just had one to cleanse, and I don't think he's got anything to slow it down. It is a super close game, but that is a victory. Once again, pretty low crit, but very good equipment. Level 10 mage robes, well better than my best mage robes. Level 8 master's bow. I wouldn't go for the master's bow, but amulet of growth, techno, and kingdom of light, I would trade my left leg for that. And he's also got dragon hunting as well as... Doesn't he have two? No, it's just dragon hunting, but for both factions. Absolutely wild. I think I hit him with the GG, right? I hit him with a good game. Let's check out the damage. 400 million from our level 11 against a max monk. Maybe it would be a little bit different story if he had 3,000 crit. Maybe. But I think that's a pretty good win either way. Guys, that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. Let me know what you think of Cultist. Is it my best deck now? Is it better than Inquiz? Max Inquiz versus level 11 Cultist? Probably Inquiz still takes it, right? I don't know. But let me know what you think. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.